While we normally travel as 5 people at once, this year, 2025, we are going on no fewer than 3 trips where we are taking just one parent and one kid on a solo kid trip. There are 3 C's, as I like to call them, about why we love traveling with one adult and one kid at one time. C number 1 is cost, probably the most obvious. And it seems simple, right? You don't have to be paying for 5 people at one time. You can simply be paying for 2. That's 2 airline tickets. That's 2 meals out instead of 5. But it extends beyond just the obvious. When you're getting a hotel room, there are simply some hotel rooms that just don't fit 5 people. So being able to shrink down to a smaller size opens up a whole new tier of hotels that may not have been available to you. You may find that when you search through hotels on the apps and you're looking for parties of 5, a good half of the resorts that you might be looking at simply don't have space for you if you're trying to book in one room. That may mean that you need to book as many as 2 rooms in order to get your full group of 5 in order to stay there. But it goes beyond that. Oftentimes with airline loyalty programs, there are many situations, like with Delta SkyMiles or with United Mileage Plus, where some of the benefits are reserved for just one person and one companion, like upgrading to comfort seats or getting an upgrade into first class. Sometimes if you have a larger party, that actually nullifies your entire opportunity for upgrades if everybody is on the same reservation. So while those upgrades don't necessarily cost you more, sometimes that benefit is only reserved for one member as well as one companion. The second C, which is the benefit between having one parent and one kid, I like to call connection. Now it's obvious, right? If you're spending all of your time together, 24 hours between you and your kid, that's going to give you an opportunity to give them your undivided attention. It gives them the opportunity to pick the things that they want to do rather than going along with the whole bunch. Also, if they tend to be the younger kids, they don't have to defer as often to the older kid in the family, and that gives them an opportunity to shine and to take the focus for the day. So far on this trip that I've been taking with Axon here on the Disney Dream, he has picked everything that we're going to do. He's picked when we go to the beach. He's picked when we go to the splash area. He's picked when we go to lunch. He even picked when we come back here and settle down for a nap before the evening. Oftentimes when it's him and the other 2 kids, he has to defer to whatever they're picking. Or on my trip earlier this year that I went to Salt Lake City with Nora, we were able to really devote a lot of time in conversation at those meals. Nora and Laura are going to be going on a trip to Walt Disney World, and it's going to be their first time doing a full-on, real, full-fledged 5K together. Now, earlier, last year, they did the 5K on Castaway Cay, and they did that together. But this is the first time that they're actually going to be doing the Wine and Dine 5K together. And I know that this is going to be a really awesome opportunity, not only for them as individuals, but for their relationship with each other. And I'm planning ahead for next year. I have a trip in the works with Asher, where we're going to be going to a video game convention in the first half of 2026. Now the last C, the third one, that I don't think people think of quite as often, it's probably the least obvious of the 3, is confidence. Now what do you mean? How can you actually say that confidence is something that it gets developed by having one kid and one parent traveling together? And this I really think about, that when you have the 2 parents, oftentimes you're relying on the other parent to fill in the gaps for a lot of those travel needs. It's simple things, small things like, here, can you hold this bag? Or can you pay attention to when our boarding group is being called at the airport or waiting in the cruise ship terminal? But I can actually look to Axon and I can spur on all of those things. And I could be like, here, I need you to carry this for me. Or I need you to pay attention to when the boarding group is. I could do that just as well if there were 5 of us, and I can rely on a kid for that. But it's not even just a game. I mean, I do actually need a second set of hands sometimes. And having him be the only other person here just means that I can rely on him for that. But I thought the perfect example was earlier today at lunch. We were sitting there, we had both our trays of food, we were starting to eat, and he looked at me and he was like, I have to go to the bathroom. All right, well, it's not as easy when we're in a regular main dining room location and I could be like, hey, we're just running to the restroom, just watch our stuff, we're not done eating, not a big deal, talking to a server, right? In a situation of sitting in one of those open air bench style seating on the island, there's no real good way for me to say like, hey, watch our stuff, I know anyone can sit here, but like, don't let anyone touch our food. I'm gonna go take my kid to the. It's not practical, right? And so I knew it was like just around up over there, and he had been showing so much confidence so far in the 2 days that we've done on this trip. I was like, he's gonna be totally fine with this. I was like, hey, just head up there over by the bathrooms. You can see where you need to go. Just go there and come on back. And he was able to do it. Now, is it my preference that he does it that way? No, it's my preference when he's 5 years old that I'm taking him there. But in a controlled, closed environment like this, I feel so comfortable sending him over there, keeping an eye out for him at the same time. And so I know that that gave him a great deal of confidence that he was able to get up and do that on his own. These trips are really important to us. Obviously, we also like traveling together as a family of 5 because we like having and developing those family memories, but having these unique one-on-one opportunities for our relationships together with each of our kids is a really special thing that we also want to generate and instill, and we love doing that because not only for the cost, not only for the connection, but also the confidence that it generates in each kid. So I hope you found this helpful. I would love to find out some of the unique places that you have gone to with your kids. For us, it's ranged anywhere from Salt Lake City to it's going to be Boston to going on cruises like this or Walt Disney World. But I'd love to hear some places that you have been. So if you can leave those down below in the comments, we would love to hear those, and those might inspire future trips for us as well. Thanks for joining us. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to hear more about our travels, and we'll see you soon.